Welcome to another episode of Behind the Studs, your home improvement and remodeling podcast, where the two most entertaining guys discuss the do's and don'ts in home construction and in the remodeling industry. Remember that you can nail it, paint it, or just tune into the show. How about that? Here are your hosts, Colin Shaw and Jimmy Driscoll.
Yay!
Oh, great.
Yeah!
There's another pen I'm not going to find until I move.
Hey, here's your bread.
There's
Got
my bread,
your
thank you.
Bread!
Okay.
We still got the bread.
Oh, Jesus.
It's still soft. It looks fresh.
For those of you that don't watch us on YouTube, you're lucky. Because you don't have to see a lot of the stuff that goes on over here. Well, everyone, welcome to Behind the Studs.
Welcome to Behind the Studs.
Yoo-hoo.
Woohoo! Jimmy right here.
We had a lot of fun last week, didn't we?
So much fun.
It was Mr. Eric Goodale.
Yeah, he was one of us.
Yes. Yeah, he was a really nice guy. There was some
Very
good
nice
energy.
guy.
It was funny, and
Yeah.
you know, I think it was one of the better ones.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I think so.
All right.
It was a good time.
So, by the way, I don't know if you know this or not, but
What?
happy anniversary.
What do you mean?
It's been a year.
Typical guy that I am.
It's been a year since we started this podcast.
Come on!
Yep, June 6th was our first
Oh
post.
my God, that deserves a slice of bread. Can I have a slice of bread?
You can have a slice of bread, please. Help yourself. You didn't get me nothing, but at least I got you bread. So, yeah.
You know, you're a man right to my stomach. I tell you right now,
Well, I appreciate
buddy.
that.
It's been a year.
It's been a year. Yeah, I was talking to Marissa, our producer, and I said, "When was that first posting?" So she looked and looked and looked. She goes, "Oh my God, June 6th." I'm like, "Yep, I knew it was close.
Stop it!
I knew it was in June or maybe early July, but
Wow.
yeah, we've come a long way."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the first episode, if you haven't watched it in a while, that one's still pretty good. Bear with us second, third, and fourth episode. We were trying to find out how we were going to do this
Oh, my
and
God.
what it was going to sound like. So,
Jeez, one more year of being older and fatter.
right.
Jeez.
Me too.
Unbelievable. Yeah,
know.
you too. Both of us. Yeah, I ain't doing this alone.
You're supposed to say, no, stop. Not
No,
you.
no. Absolutely you. Just both of us. We're going down
The hell
together,
with you.
kid.
The hell with you.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
And I also want to say thank you for our T-shirts, Warmly Yours.
Yeah, warmly
Thank you.
yours. I just took mine off because I was too warm. Because I got this one on.
Well, it was warmly yours. So.
Got some comments back on that. That was really cool.
Yeah, it was. That was really cool. Really
People
appreciate
do have heated driveways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard that from somebody.
Yep, that
So
was
A
cool.
few people in
Julia.
that girl's neighborhood all had it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
they
pretty
got
cool.
money.
Yeah. How many of them are in your neighborhood? I got zero. So
Yeah. No.
No.
If anything, they get dog poop in the driveway. That's about it. That's as far as the heated driveways they go. That's it.
I keep expecting to see one of my neighbors come out with a flamethrower though. He's a
Yeah,
little,
that'd
he's
be
a
okay.
little wacky. He's a little wacky.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. He served our nation and didn't come back completely all
Wow.
there. So
Really?
Yeah. But nice enough guy. Nice
That's
enough
good.
guy, but
Let's keep
I
him
wouldn't,
nice.
I wouldn't be surprised to look over there and see a flamethrower going. So
Jesus.
I feel like, yep, that sounds about
Oh my
right.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyhow,
So what's going on with you? We don't have a guest today, so it's
That's
just,
okay.
it's just us.
So I've had this the past few weeks, and I said, this is a good note to bring up on the show.
All right.
People who are trying to do some bathroom renovations or even do kitchen renovations,
Mm-hmm.
and before they've gone to a designer, and it's between the husband and wife, and they're trying to figure out what's going to go where and how they can move things around. And I said, listen, draw it on a piece of paper if you can do it to scale. If you can't even do that to scale, and that's too much of a pain in the butt for you guys, then you want to make life a little easier for you. Go out, if you have a driveway, go out to the driveway and either chalk it off the size of the room, and actually, if you have the furniture, bring the furniture out, or mark off the furniture in that chalked off space, and you'll see what works and what doesn't work.
Right. No, it makes sense.
And they were like, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
You know? And,
that must be fun for the neighbors to watch that too.
yeah.
Hey, look, they're bringing
Yeah.
out their furniture again.
Yeah. I had another one, too. I had another woman. This was last year. She said, listen, I know I'm going to be a pain in the ass, and I know it's going to be expensive for me, but I've got all these pictures that I want to hang up going up my stairs on the wall. And I don't know which one I want to put where. I don't know which one to do, so I'm going to probably have you hang it up, take it down, put it back up, move it to there, move it to this. I said, I got a great idea for you. She said, what? I says, go to the package store, or go to the grocery store and get some cardboard boxes and trace out all those frames, and you can just take a little push pin and put it on the wall, and if you like it there, you put it there. If you don't like it there, you put it somewhere else. She was like, oh my God, that's brilliant. I'm just going to pay you just for that.
Wow.
I said, thank you.
Yes.
Pretty good idea.
Yeah, it was a very good idea.
Yeah.
Did you get paid?
Yeah, I got paid.
All right.
Not for that.
No. I mean, I can start offering that to my customers. Maybe you're like your new thing you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Come
I'm
over
there
and
to
tell
help them out,
yeah.
just like you are.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Right?
Which is a good thing.
Right? Because you must deal with that stuff too. Because when they pull you over there and they're like, we want to do this, we want to do that, but we don't know how to do this or know how to do that. Mm-hmm. Can we put this here? I want to put that, but I'm not sure if I want to do this. I want to do that.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, marking it out with tape works a lot too. But also, I work with a great kitchen designer. So when it comes to kitchens, she can make all the drawings, the 3D drawings. And,
right.
Somebody can actually look at that and then look at their wall and go, okay, I can see that there.
Yeah.
So it makes it a little bit easier for them. Bathrooms are the tough one, especially if they want to move things around. That's when it gets a little tricky as to, how to explain to them where it's going to be, how it's going to look, how you need 3 feet of clearance from the toilet to the shower or to the vanity. And,
some people don't see that. They don't see
They don't. And another one, too, that I always find kind of funny, and I usually throw this out to most of my customers, more for humor than anything else. But, you're supposed to, when you design a bathroom, you're supposed to design it so you do not see the toilet when you open the door. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well,
talking to all the designers and everything else, you never want to see the toilet when you open. Now, 99% of the bathrooms we do is the toilet.
I got the vanity.
Yeah.
Then the toilet.
So then that's right, because then you see the vanity first. You're not seeing the toilet first. So it's not supposed to be sitting there just staring at you.
Okay.
So you try to throw up, in larger bathrooms, we've thrown up half walls so that it kind of blocks it a little bit. And people kind of like it too. Somebody bumps, just barges in there and you're on the toilet. You still got a little buffer zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not mine. I got a barn door.
Oh, that's
so
right.
You open it up, and it's like, no. Yeah.
There's
hello.
Farm animals are in there doing their thing.
Can you slide the door, please? I'm a little busy, and I'm not eating hay.
No.
Man, yeah, I gotta show you. It's basically now it's complete.
It is okay. Good.
I hung the vanity mirror. We just have to change the light above the mirror because we had that. It's kind of not gonna work, but
okay.
But it's like 99% done now.
Cool. And you like it?
I like it. I'm now used to the washer and dryer.
Being that close,
yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm used to that. And I'd be fine with it, but she just wants to do something else. I think it's too confining. I'm used to it now. I don't care. I go in there, take a shower, get the hell out. That's it.
Right.
You know how it is.
Yeah, you don't need to spend
brush my
hours
teeth.
there.
That's it.
So she's not 100% happy then?
She is, but she just realized the washer and dryer, which we said from the Jump Street, was going to be too big for the room.
Yep.
And,
But there's no other option, right?
There's no other one. You could leave it there. As far as I'm concerned, I just leave it there.
Right.
But she doesn't want it. Okay, whatever.
So you're going to take it back downstairs again?
Yeah, I got to take it down. I'm going to bring it to the cottage. Bring it up to the cottage.
There you go.
There.
All right.
I can use it.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So we'll just do that. Yeah. I got a guy that's going to be on the show, and he doesn't know it yet. He doesn't know it yet.
He's going to be kidnapped,
but he's
or what?
Yeah, well, basically, I'm just going to tell him what he's going to do, and he's going to do it.
Oh, wow.
Let me quick. I'm finding his name.
Yep.
Okay. His name is, I'll tell you right now, because his name is Mike Holbridge.
Holbridge.
Yeah,
okay.
and he is a great, I met the man. He works on and restores old homes.
Yeah, you and I have talked about this guy before.
This guy, you know what? They don't make these guys anymore, and they literally don't. There's a lot of this trade is basically going away.
Sure. Well, I mean, a lot of those older homes just aren't as popular anymore.
Right.
People are taking them down and building up new.
The house that Jane's son bought was built in 1740, and it's got a couple barns are in the historical society.
Yep.
In the state of Connecticut, beautiful barns. Need some work though. They need to be fixed. And the house needs to be fixed.
Expensive.
Bought a foreclosure. The guy who lived there with the wife, they got divorced. He went in and he took all the doors and the moldings and he stripped the house. Took the windows out. It's
Terrible.
a crime.
Terrible.
I don't know if it's against the law to do that because the bank owns it, right?
Yeah, I would think not. He wouldn't be allowed to touch anything in there.
Well, he did. And
Yeah.
he took so they're trying to find him now, which wasn't cool.
No.
Who lived in that house? He was from Saturday Night Live. Something Rocket. He was there. He killed himself on the property in 2005.
Not Phil Hartman.
No. He was Rocket. Something Rocket.
Rocket. No.
Yeah, I forgot his first name. But anyway, beautiful house. I mean, in a beautiful house in their day. It needs some work, but I want to get him on the show. He can talk about the renovation stuff.
Yep.
And I'm sure we can post some of his pictures online.
Sure.
I got to meet him at that house when we were talking about the barns and stuff like that. And I mean, he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Which was pretty amazing.
Very cool.
Yeah, very, very cool.
I'd find that interesting.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure our guest here too would like that.
I think so.
Yep.
I know it's a minority. It's a minority of people who love old homes.
Mm-hmm.
They've just preferred the convenience of a new house. Me myself,
Yep.
yeah. I don't like to be cold in the winter. I don't. I
Right.
like the cold.
Mm-hmm.
I like New England, but I'm not crazy about drafts. Drafts kind of bug me.
Yep.
And we've just been going over that whole situation too at the house. It says, work from the inside out, work near the kitchen area. I mean, the kitchen's gone, bathroom's gone. They took everything.
Wow.
Everything.
That's a shame.
Yeah. The only thing they didn't take, they didn't take the boiler or the HVAC unit that was put in. But they took everything else. So I'm trying to tell them, listen, centralize yourself. Right now they're going to get some cheap IKEA cabinets and stuff. And
Yep.
just get it going.
Yep.
Get the bathroom going. And then work their way out towards the rooms and fix them up. They're going to go for grants. Plus the bank, they're doing that. But they can get grants because it's a historical home.
Sure. Yep.
And there's people out there that definitely donate the money. So
Right. No, that's good for them.
and they're the kind that can do it. So I'm working on him. He doesn't know he's on the show, but he will be.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this because it's really cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What happened to you this week, man? What went on?
Well, it's funny. You were just saying about going to IKEA to get kitchen cabinets. Well, we have a customer we're doing work for. They're moving up to Stonington, moving from New London. Very old home that they're going to a relatively new home.
Yeah.
So their kitchen is huge. It's probably the size of our office here.
Really?
At least that big. So she decided she was going to go to IKEA to get cabinets, and they're just going to do those for now, and then later on. So I'm like, you know what? Just spend some money and just do nice cabinets. Just do it once because you're going to end up doing it again so fast. It's going to be a waste of money. So they decided that they would go to Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
And that they would get a kitchen design there,
Mm-hmm.
and that they would buy Kraftmaid cabinets,
Yeah.
and we would install those.
Okay.
I love Kraftmaid. I use it in a lot of different homes, a couple other brands too, but Kraftmaid, well built. I've never had an issue with them.
Good.
So,
Except.
they don't tell you that the sink bases cannot accommodate a farm sink. Because as you know, with the farm sink, you have to cut the front to make it fit. First one broke.
The sink.
Oh, no, not the sink, the actual cabinet. It snapped. And it was right where one joint was, that it should never have been there. So we're like, okay, made a mistake or whatever. We'll get another one, try to get it expedited. That was a pain in the ass. They sent out another one, go to cut that one, snap, broke again. Kraftmaid will not call these people back. The Home Depot, the one in Waterford, nice job, because they actually stood up and got behind what happened, and they credited her and the subcontractor too for one cabinet that he ended up buying to try to replace it. And I did go and ask over at RBS, the gentleman that we had last week, and said, are those cabinets different from a lumberyard to Home Depot? And the answer I got was absolutely different. So they manufacture them differently. Now, I'm sure if you just put in an undermount,
Regular sink, you'd be fine.
You would have been fine. What they've got to tell you is you cannot do a farm sink with their sink bases the way that they're designed.
They can't hold the weight?
They can't. No, you don't even get to put the weight on it. Just cutting the cabinet.
Okay.
It just all of a sudden just snaps on you. And it's just the way that the joints are on it. It's just, I couldn't believe it. I had to go out there and look the second time. I'm like, there's no way you could have made it work.
So what do you do?
So now we're trying to repair it on site. We're trying to get some epoxy, try to tighten it up a little bit. We're going to have to black paint it. And because the customers are like, what's the sense of getting another one if it's going to do it again?
Right.
It's like, yeah.
What about changing out, not getting a farm sink and using something else?
Well, they love the farm sink. So, as everybody knows, farm sinks, it's $1,200-$1,400 that they've already spent on it. So they don't want to get, take a hit on that. So, yeah, I was not happy about that. And I was like, really?
Well, that was hidden. That was something, I don't know, maybe they didn't even know about, I don't know.
But again, they will not call this lady back. Kraftmaid will not call her. Kraftmaid will not call Home Depot. Nothing.
Did they respond the first time?
They said, take pictures and we'll take a look at it. And we were like, no, come out here. Talking to the rep for Kraftmaid, I'm like, no, come out here and see it. Well, we don't go out and see anything unless we have pictures. So I took pictures, sent it to them, never heard back. Call, where are you guys? Nothing.
That's not good.
No, it's not good.
They don't know that we do a podcast.
No.
They don't know that we can bash them.
And all 10 people that listen don't.
That's bullshit.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, like you said, it's hidden. Maybe they didn't even know that you can't do a farm sink. But you know what? Learn from it and say, tell your designers, our sink base is not compatible with a farm sink.
Yeah.
Had I known, after the first one broke, I would have just gone to the lumberyard and bought one through them.
Right.
And just put that one in because I've done farm sinks with Kraftmaid from the lumberyard multiple times.
Not a problem.
Never a problem.
That's weird.
Yeah, I was not happy.
Because Kraftmaid, are they cheap?
They're cheaper at Home Depot. There are no such thing as cheap cabinets in lumberyards these days.
Well, they're not made of composite; it's made of plywood.
Yeah, solid plywood. Dovetail joints and soft closes and all the bells and whistles. But yeah, no, I was thinking of you. I was like, talking about corporate America. Just stand up, stand behind your product,
Exactly.
And if it failed, it failed. Just fix it.
That's something that you guys learn in the workship and figure it out.
Right. Or maybe there's another piece you have to buy with it for extra support, when you cut or something. They can figure this out.
Well,
I'm not the genius here.
Listen, the other thing is this. Okay, so you got a customer. It goes up to upper management. Goes, you know what? We made a mistake. So listen to this. So if you own the company, you had 2 that failed. You have a manager. You have someone up above.
Mm-hmm.
Make a phone call and say, listen. Yeah, we're not equipped to do the farm sink. We're going to just reimburse you for the cabinets, and good luck, and see if you can get another cabinet that you can just do it. We weren't aware of it. It doesn't work. It's something that we'll work on. We're sorry, but here you go.
That would be refreshing.
That would be it. That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do. I mean, I've done it before.
We have to do it.
We made a mistake.
We're out in the field. We got to do it. If that happens, yeah.
I guess if you can hide behind a desk and a phone, then you don't have to deal with it, I guess.
Man.
Some people are like, well, Kraftmaid does a ton of business with Home Depot. They should do what Home Depot says. I'm like, they're so big that one cabinet being broken twice is not going to ruin the deal between Home Depot and Kraftmaid.
So that's why we always say it's better to go to the smaller shops.
It is.
Lumber yards, because that issue would have been rectified.
Oh God, yeah.
Within the week, within the day.
Sure.
Somebody would have fallen on the sword.
Yeah.
And then
of course.
everything would have been fine.
Right.
And that's what the customer wants. It's not like, they're not trying to be, it's their home. They purchased it. They just want some answers. Why did it fail? Why did it break? Why didn't, can I get an answer here?
Right.
And just go from there.
Yep. Nope.
And the same thing now, customers now will ask me about products. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? And I tell them honestly, but I say, then this is my opinion. You ask me my opinion. This is my opinion. But you need to go do your own research.
Sure. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Do your own research. Yep. And if you feel adamant that you really like that product, then go use it. Mm-hmm. I'm not telling you not to use it. You ask me my opinion, and that's the way it is.
Yeah.
So,
Well, at least, I mean, the only good thing that does come of this is that if it ever pops up again, somebody's like, I'm going to use the Kraftmaid from Home
Now
Depot.
you know.
Just whatever you do, just don't do a farm sink. That's the only thing I would tell you.
Right. Because other than that, everything else works fine. You've had no
Everything
problems
else is fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That was the big piece that just didn't work.
Interesting.
But yeah. Anyway. Maybe they'll come on our show, explain it.
Yeah.
Marissa, call them.
Yeah, let Marissa do it. Oh my God, Marissa can do anything.
Absolutely.
She's
she
the
can.
cleaner.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my God,
That's
is she
it.
ever?
We get a beef with somebody, she takes care of it.
I can't believe how busy it is in the United States of America right now with work and building. It's just nuts. Everywhere you go.
Yeah.
It's the economy. It's just booming.
It is. It's doing well right
I
now.
feel terrible for the people down out west and all the flooding and everything else in
poor
Illinois.
people.
It's like it's
those
terrible.
tornadoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's not what I mean about building, but I'm just talking
Right.
about the economy and
Yep.
everything is, you and me and the phone ringing and people calling, and it's just like I got people going, I got to have it done by the 15th. Oh, good. That's great.
Who said that? Me?
No, it's your customers are like, we got to be done by the 15th.
Yeah.
We're having, and they're trying to be, and they're, you know what? They're good. They're giving me a month out. They're like,
Yep.
they're calling me a month, and I'm like, I'm already out a month
Yeah.
because of the weather.
Right.
God, I've never been so frustrated and so emotionally twisted that I got to say no to a customer. And that's not my thing. And I'm just
It's not mine either.
No, it's not. And we're all feeling that way at the round table. So
Yeah, all my guys used to tell me all the time, can you just say no? I'm like,
you can't.
But you know what it comes down to for me anyways?
What?
And I know where it comes down for you. You just want to please everybody.
Right.
For me, a lot of it, I did want to please too, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it came down to, okay, those early years, those early months, those early days when I first started this business, I had nothing.
Right.
I had nothing to do.
Right.
And somebody would call and I'd go, oh my God, do I let it ring, go to voicemail, make it sound like I'm busy? Do I answer it and maybe sound too hungry?
I never thought
and then
of
they'd
it
be
that way.
like, and they're like, when can you get out here? And I'm looking at the schedule. I've got nothing. And I'm like, maybe about a week or so. They're like, oh, well, that's good. And then I got to do something now for the next
Yeah,
week
right.
and a half. I had
Oh, they
nothing
get
to
another
do.
call?
So, I could say I'm 6 months out. And to me, it's still that I think to myself, oh my God, I'm only out 6 months. What am I going to do after that?
Right.
Knowing that the phone keeps ringing, it's not like we're not going to have anything coming up, but it's
Right.
still that same mentality
Right.
of, when you struggled for so long, it's hard to say no.
It's hard to say no.
Hard to turn
And
down
you don't want to
business.
say no, but you just don't want to disappoint.
That too. That's
Because
it.
they figure you make the call, okay, you can get them in a couple of weeks and we're good.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, I'm out a couple of weeks. Here's a funny story.
Go ahead.
You tell me, when you were wearing a tool belt
Yep.
and you were going in,
Yep.
what was the most common fix while you were there to do an estimate or a proposal? Did you ever have a customer, because I get it all the time,
Go ahead.
while you're there, hey, while you're there, can you look at this for me?
Uh-huh.
And you end up fixing it.
Yep.
What was the most common thing that you either looked at or you fixed when you went on a job proposal, an estimate?
God, it was so long ago. I would say, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but I can think of examples. It was always like a leaky faucet or something along those lines.
All right. What was the most common for you? Do you think? Was it leaky faucets?
I think it was leaky faucets.
Mine is bifold doors.
Oh, yeah. That's another one. Okay.
Always.
Yeah. All right. I see that.
Bifold doors every time.
Yeah. All right.
And then you pull out your screwdriver and you fix it, and you're like, "Oh my God, you are a god! You are amazing!" And I go, "I know."
I know. And those things are a pain in the ass.
Sticky doors. That's the other thing. Always getting sticky doors.
Yeah, fix
because
the
hinges are
hinges.
loose.
Yeah.
Hinges are loose.
Yeah.
Doing stuff like that. And they all appreciate little things like that. It was so funny. Years and years and years ago, like you, when we were starting out,
Yeah.
and I was painting on my own. This is a great story. I was painting for this woman, painting her house, and she was away for a couple of days, and I had to paint the whole kitchen, and she had kids and the husband and everything, and I had to get into the house and move everything and paint the whole. It was a big kitchen, really like this room.
Mm-hmm.
I finished the place. She walked in. She looked at the kitchen. She goes, "Yeah, that's a great job. Look good. Yeah, looks nice." And as she's walking out through the mudroom, she looked down into the far right corner. Was a spot on against the molding and in the corner, and I painted it because it was so crappy and dirty. I cleaned it up and I painted it. And she put her eye right down. She goes, "Oh my God, you cleaned that! That bothered me. That was the biggest thing that bothered me in my whole kitchen, right then and there. I can't believe you did that." From then, I painted her whole house.
Nice.
Because that little corner.
Yeah.
That I caught. It's the little detail.
Yep.
That they caught.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's something.
It is something.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then I got paint on her couch 3 years later, and it haven't worked for her since.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Not everything always.
Yeah, it was on the
turns
back
out
of the couch. I didn't even catch. It was from the drop cloth. It really was from the drop.
Really?
Just a little streak.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never called me again.
No. Okay.
Okay. You did so good, Jim.
Yeah.
But I was tired. It was 12 o'clock at night when I was painting your house.
Yeah.
Sorry. You lose by.
Yeah. So anyway, I do have to say something just because it bothers me. And I was talking to Tanya about it, and she's like, "You gotta let this go." So, you know how I feel about Connecticut.
Yeah.
Not my favorite.
It's the hardest state to work in.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've ever picked up on this, because right where we live, down here on the shoreline, the governor has a retreat in Niantic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. So there's a retreat in Niantic. So that's where they can go and just relax, kind of like their own Camp David type of thing.
All right.
So it's always been Camp Roland, Camp Rel. As the new governors take over, they change the name to whatever the person's last name is for governor.
Yeah.
So Malloy, say what you say about him, he decided to call it Camp Niantic. Just cut the bullshit, just Camp Niantic, and it never has to change again.
Good.
Till our new governor. So Ned Lamont, he changed the signs to, supposedly it was supposed to be this. Okay, this is what they changed it to first. Camp Nettie, Nette. So that's his nickname, I guess. So that's pissing me off. I'm driving, I'm seeing these new signs. I'm like, how much money did we spend on these new signs? Cut to another couple weeks later, all those signs are down. Now it's Nett, no E at the end. So we just paid again to have the damn signs redone. I was so pissed. I'm like, and you guys are asking me to help pay off loans for the federal government? I'm like, take this money.
Oh my God. I have some good news out of all of this.
All right, go ahead.
Which I hate about Connecticut.
Uh-huh.
This is what I hate. Especially in the summer, just before the weekend, on a Friday, they're mowing. When everyone's trying to get out of the state or get into the state, they're freaking mowing. Well, guess what?
What?
They're not mowing.
No?
No. They're letting the grass grow. Why? For the bees. They want the bees to pollinate.
Huh.
I don't know who came up with that. I love that person. They should be in office.
Uh-huh.
You have no idea, people who listen to this nationally, what we go through on the 95 corridor going up the shore. And of all days, when you go from 2 lanes to massive traffic down to 1 lane because there's a guy mowing. Mm-hmm. And it's a 7-mile backup.
Yep. But on the flip side of that, I remember this past February being stuck in traffic and then finding a guy mowing. And I'm like, it's February.
Dude, I know.
Nothing's growing.
I know. That was crazy.
That was so stupid.
It was, that was right in Old Saybrook. The guys, what are you doing?
Right.
It's dead. Let it go.
When the plows get through, I'm just going to go ahead and mow it down.
It's called fertilizer.
Bunch of dummies.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. But you know what? How long do you think you're going to stay here?
Oh, God.
How much longer do you think you're going to stay?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Less than 5.
Less than 5?
Yep.
You
That's
just
my
can't
goal.
afford it. You can't afford it?
It's not the affordable thing at this point.
Right.
It's like, I got the business going. Tanya's a teacher.
Yeah.
She would love to get to 37 and a half years to retire, which is what you have to be in the state of Connecticut,
Yeah.
not anywhere else in the country, but of course in Connecticut. And you only get a portion of your pension too. You don't get the whole thing. The state keeps the rest of it.
And that,
Oh yeah. You can go to New Jersey, you can go to Massachusetts, Rhode Island, you get 100%, and most of them are 25 years. And Connecticut is 70%, and it's 37 and a half years. And they keep changing the number. They keep raising the number. When she first started, it was 36. Now it's 37 and a half. So anyways, so I'm not making it that long. That's like another 12 years. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm going to make it another 12 years. But I would like to see my kids get through school, just kind of get a quick idea where I think they're going to be heading, what they're going to be doing. And at that point, head south. And I really don't know yet how far south I'm going.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and we've had this conversation, Tanya and I, and she's not necessarily 100% for it, but I'm like, why not go live in the Caribbean?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, why not? And I'm like, if we don't like it, we sell the house, or we keep it, we rent it out, or we use it as a summer home.
You know what my buddy's doing?
What?
He's a successful builder.
Yep.
But his kids are grown. They're all doing their own thing. They're married or grown up doing their own thing. So he's basically going to sell his house. He's going to buy a fifth wheel.
Yep.
He's going to go live in a trailer park.
Yep.
And live off of that and then go work or whatever and, maybe buy a duplex and rent that out and have a supplementary income.
Yep.
Pay for his stuff.
Yep.
Which I think is a smart thing to do.
Like I told Tiny, too, I can go bartend at a little Caribbean hut somewhere.
Right?
Just sit there and make frozen drinks.
That's it.
That's it.
Wear a flower shirt.
Many years ago, I was a bartender.
Right.
So I was over at Water's Edge outside working their little Caribbean bar. So I'll go full circle.
That, I tell you, isn't that something?
Yep.
Did I ever tell you about my dad? We owned a restaurant and a bar back in Massachusetts and stuff. My father did it for like 35 years.
Yeah.
And then finally he retired, and he had to do something because my mother and father were going to kill each other. Because they were such in hustle bustle, and all of a sudden they're down to nothing. So they were at each other's throats.
Sure.
So my mother took up cooking classes, and my father actually became a mentor he actually became an English teacher for a while.
Oh, cool.
He also he did the census before it was computerized.
All right.
And then he got a job at Raytheon. He was a dishwasher.
Okay.
So here's my father, who is upstanding citizen in the town of Methuen, and well known, well respected, and very proud of my dad. And I go to pick him up one day at Raytheon, and he's washing dishes. Mm-hmm. And my heart sank. My heart sank.
Yeah.
And I said, Dad, I was like so upset. I go, Dad, you're washing dishes. And he's like, damn straight.
Yeah.
He says, I go in here, I get out of your mother's hair, I have a free lunch, and I got no one to answer to.
Yeah.
I just got to make sure the dishes get in the dishwasher. That's it. And I got a couple bucks in my pocket.
It's true.
Smart Irishman.
Right.
Oh, my God.
I mean, for me, once we get our kids, to the point where I think they should be, we've done everything we can. At that point, it's just what are we working for? What are we going crazy for?
We were just talking about. I was just talking this with a client today. Why do we do what we do? Because we've all had certain jobs. We've done this. But you and I have been in this for over 20 years.
Yeah,
over 20 years,
close.
right?
Yeah.
So why do we still do it? So it's not commercial work that we do. We do it because it's more of on a personal level when we work with customers. We like working with customers. It's the reward we give the customers.
Yep.
It's the cape and the mask that we wear. And you know my saying from a long time ago, we make chicken soup out of chicken shit.
Yep.
And it's funny, but it's true at times, and then sometimes we just make some magic happen and just makes people very, very happy. And that trust issue that we have with people and the honesty and all that stuff, it's great. I mean, that's really the reward. It's nice. The bonus is the money in the pocket.
Sure.
To be honest with you. I mean, that just gets us by. We're not millionaires here at all.
No.
But you got to enjoy what you're doing. As stressed out as we are right now, because this is the season, as it gets going, I can still look back after all of it, even being up till 11:30 at night, and we're both doing proposals and this, that, and the other thing, and trying to make it happen.
Yeah. I
mean, we're still enjoying the journey. I enjoy getting up in the morning, a cup of coffee with my feet in the grass, and just looking at stuff and just listen to the birds, and then getting off to work. But
this is the time of year I get to water the plants in the morning.
You like that?
Yep. Stand there with my cup of coffee, just filling,
just
spraying plants, and as I go along, I'm like,
Are you barefoot? Are you barefoot or you got sandals on?
I got flip flops.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah,
it's better to be barefoot, but you got dogs?
Yeah.
That wear your sandals on.
Yeah.
I hate dog crap between the toes. That is the worst feeling.
Listen. Everybody who knows me knows that if I step in dog shit, time for new shoes. I'm like, I've had these for a long time. That's good. You're on your way out.
I'll tell you right now, you could send me to the Alaskan tundra, and I'll find dog shit. You could send me to the North Pole. I'll find dog shit.
It. Okay.
I'll find it.
All right.
I roll it. I am the dog shit magnet. I'm the mine. Send Driscoll out there. He'll find it.
Yeah.
We're going to go play football in the field. Send Jimmy out there first. He'll find it. I'll find it. I'll slide right in it. Oh, yeah.
Don't you hate working at somebody's house, too, where they didn't pick it up?
They warn you.
Yes. They're like, oh, they go to the bathroom out there, and you're walking like on your tiptoes around everything. Like,
looking for cigar butts.
Right.
Oh, my God.
And we got a shovel or something.
And then you track it in the house.
Ugh.
I love
gross.
that.
So gross.
We had 2 Jack Russells in the house.
Yep.
One Jack Russell was vindictive. You pissed it off. He was pissed at you. We go and crap in the yard, crap in the house. And and then you're just like, Jane did a split. She almost became a cripple. She went, she did a complete split. You know what happens when you do a complete split after 50 years old? Shit just breaks and never fixes itself again. Poor woman. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing. Trying to get ready to go to bed.
Ugh.
You're late. You got to get out to work. And the freaking dog's looking at you going,
That'll teach you.
That'll teach you.
All right, Mr. Driscoll, we're going to get out of here. Happy anniversary again.
Hey, happy anniversary. We're talking a lot of crap today, ain't we?
Yeah, we talking crap. Yeah.
Hey, it was good talking to you, man.
Nice talking to you. We got a couple of guests coming up, one next week, one the following week. So everybody stay tuned for that. And please, share these episodes with friends of yours if you guys are finding it funny and entertaining and, hopefully informative as well. Any type of topics you want us to talk about, any projects you have on your own coming out that you want to talk about a little bit with us, love to do it. And if you have Skype, maybe we'll have you on our show.
Yeah. The other thing, too, is we're thinking about now is we want to go live. We want to go on location on some stuff. I think by next year when they have the homeowners showcases where they're going to have that, I think we're going to do like the live shots and live remotes on that. That's what we're working on.
Yep.
We're also working on like if I get to show the old house, how they're working on things like that. I think that'll be very educational, very cool to some people to see that.
Yep.
So,
and we'll find some humorous things that we can go off and do.
That'll be easy.
And, something that you guys can just keep an eye on the YouTube channel and see what you think.
And you can watch me step in dog shit.
Nice.
I tell you.
And watch me step in it and throw my shoe.
Not at the camera.
Not at the camera. No. All right, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. We appreciate it. See you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.